Have you ever been mistaken for a drug dealer at your kid's elementary school pickup? I was going through the worst custody battle of my life with my ex-husband Josh. This guy was so bitter and vindictive that he'd fight me over everything. What shoes our 10-year-old son Aiden wore to school, what snacks I packed in his lunchbox, even which parent got to attend his soccer games. Every single thing became a weapon in court. It was a Tuesday afternoon, and I was sitting on the bench outside Riverside Elementary waiting for dismissal. I'd gotten there early because Josh always tried to beat me there and claim I was late picking up Aiden. My phone rang. It was my lawyer with an update about our hearing the next day. I walked about 20 feet away from the bench to take the call, leaving my purse sitting there. The conversation lasted maybe 5 minutes. When I hung up and turned around, I saw 2 unmarked police cars parked near the school entrance. My stomach dropped, but I told myself it was probably nothing. Maybe someone called in a suspicious person or something routine. I walked back to my bench and sat down, checking my phone for the time. 3 more minutes until dismissal. That's when 2 officers approached me. A tall guy with a mustache and a younger woman with her hair pulled back tight. They looked serious. "Ma'am, we need you to step away from the school and put your hands where we can see them," the male officer said. I stood up slowly, completely confused. "I'm sorry, what's going on? I'm just here to pick up my son." The female officer was holding my purse that I'd left on the bench 5 minutes earlier. "Is this yours?" "Yes, that's mine. Why do you have it?" She opened it and pulled out a small prescription bottle with no label. Inside were about 15 white pills. I'd never seen that bottle in my life. "Can you explain what these are?" she asked. My heart started pounding. "I have no idea what those are. They're not mine. I've never seen them before." The male officer stepped closer. "We received an anonymous tip that you've been dealing prescription drugs at this school. These tested positive for oxycodone." I felt like the ground was falling out from under me. "That's impossible. Someone must have put them in my bag. I don't even take pain medication. You can check my medical records." But they weren't listening. The female officer was already pulling out handcuffs. "You're under arrest for possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute." They cuffed me right there in front of the school. Parents picking up their kids stopped and stared. Some pulled out their phones and started recording. I could hear whispers and gasps as they walked me to the police car. "Please," I begged them. "My son is about to come out. He can't see this. And I'm telling you, those pills aren't mine." They didn't care. They shoved me into the back seat just as the school bell rang and kids started pouring out. Through the window, I could see Aiden looking around for me, confused and scared. Josh appeared out of nowhere, which should have been my first clue something was wrong. He never picked up Aiden on Tuesdays. He walked over to our son and pointed at the police car. I watched Aiden's face crumple when he realized his mom was inside. 24 hours later, I was sitting in a holding cell when my sister Becca showed up. She's a paralegal and knew exactly what to do. The first thing she said was, "This whole thing stinks like Josh." She started digging immediately. While I sat in jail, she subpoenaed the anonymous tip line records. It took her 3 days, but she found what we needed. The tip had come from a blocked number, but the cell tower data showed it originated from Josh's neighborhood. He'd called it in from a burner phone, but the real evidence came from the school's security cameras. Becca got a court order to review the footage. There it was, clear as day. Josh arriving at the school an hour before pickup time. The camera showed him walking past the bench where I always sat, glancing around, then quickly shoving something into a bag sitting there. My bag. The charges against me were dropped immediately, but the damage was already done. Josh had filed for emergency custody the day after my arrest, claiming I was a drug dealer who put our son in danger. Even though I was cleared, the family court judge said the arrest raised concerns about my judgment and awarded Josh temporary full custody while they investigated. It took 6 months of legal battles to prove what really happened. 6 months of seeing my son only 2 hours a week under supervision. 6 months of Aiden asking why daddy said mommy was a bad person. When the truth finally came out in court, the judge was furious. Josh lost all custody except supervised visits. He was also charged with filing a false police report and evidence tampering.